Okay, wait for next 5 minutes. Then we will start the session. Let's start today's session. Almost 15 students are joined, so that's sufficient count for me. Okay, so let me share my screen first. I hope my screen is visible to all of you. Yes. Is anyone notify me? Yes, Dada Sahib. Harsh Chauhan, am I audible? And my screen is visible. Please let me know. I can start. Yes, please notify me. Please unmute yourself and let me know.
Yes, sir.
Yes, thank you, Sheikh. Thank you very much. So that's fine. So today, what we are going to do, we are going to start our unit number 5. So that is what the last unit, okay, that we are going to cover. So, okay, this is what the syllabus, but actually, we are going to understand this unit, concepts of this unit. Wait a minute, let me see. Someone is trying to see. And Shika. So, what happened? Okay. So let's discuss these things. So in this unit, what we are going to see, we are going to understand the cooling, different cooling technique, mechanism, comfort and precision cooling, temperatures, pressures and volume and data center cooling components. So these are the fundamental things, fundamentals of power. So that we are going to see in this unit. Okay. So uh, wait. So, so let's understand what is the components of data centers. So okay, so in this slide, we are going to understand a very fundamental questions. Is why does the business actually need a data center? An essential component that must a data center provides. Okay, so somehow we are going to discuss about these things where we are going to some basic concepts again. Most of the thing we covered in from covered in unit number 1 to 4, but still I'm going to repeat it today one more time. So uh, when we talked about a data center, okay, so a data center is not just a room with the servers. It is a complete ecosystem that ensures the applications and websites, or you can say the services that runs continuously without interruptions. Okay, so like the if you talk about the physical infrastructures, okay, so where a place to place, sorry, okay, so where the a place to locate the servers, switches, and storage equipment. So, the first equipment is very basic but very important. Okay, um, the business needs a physical space where all IT equipment can be securely installed. Okay, so let's explain this one by one, like the servers. So, what is servers? Which generally help us to run applications. So there are different types of servers like web server, database server. I'm sorry, web server, database server, or some AI system. There is also you can see the switches and like generally the switches help us to enable the communication between the different devices. And the last equipment that we are going to see, that is store data files, store data. So we generally use the file database and backup all these things. Okay. So the most important component. So now just I discussed that is most important, very most and basic component that we can see the place to locate these servers, switches, and storage. Okay. So physical space that we basically talking here. So every business need a physical space where all IT equipment can be securely installed. Okay. So when we talked about the equipment, so that is the servers, switches, and storage equipment. Now the think about the company like the Amazon's. So their websites runs on thousands of servers. So all customer data, orders, and payments are stored in the storage systems, and switches connect this everything together. So without the proper data center space, managing this will be the very impossible. Okay, so like the what basically servers, what basically the data centers we have. So there we have the organized racks, cable management, security. Okay, that is for the restricted access. So the first role of data center is to provide the secure structured physical environment. Okay. Okay. Uh, Next one is what they provide the appropriate environment condition for the optimal running of the IT equipment, so like the server storage. So this is again one of the most critical responsibilities of the data centers. For example, the IT equipment generate a huge amount of heat, as we know that even though in our labs we have hardly 30 40 CPUs and the machines, they generate a very heat. So similarly, every data centers having the whatever equipment, IT equipment we have in the data centers that generate a very huge amount of heat. So if the temperature increase, there may be the possibility that system may go for the failure. If or you can say that if the humidity is wrong for that particular room, so because of that damage, maybe damage happen due to the static or moisures. Okay, static energy we discussed last time and moisures. Okay, so there are some key conditions like the temperature controls, humidity controls, proper airflow, and dust-free environment. So that must be managed by the data centers. So take example, imagine you are using a laptop and it becomes very hot after the long time uses. Okay. So now think about a rack, okay, with the 50 servers and running continuously. So the heat generated is a very numerous, you can say, very large size. Not size, we can say the amount of heat is generated. So in case of if any kind of cooling fails, okay, so what happen in that case if your servers get excess heat, the sensor sense it and server may be shut down automatically. So suddenly, maybe sometimes it may be suddenly crash down that server. So because of that one, data loss can be occur, and what we can say the entire business operation may stop because of excess heat generated by the systems, and because of shutting down that particular system. So let's take one real-time example. So like in data center outage at Google, one day what I'm saying. So example of Google. So what happened? There comes the data center outage at Google. So overheating is happen at the data center. So that caused this service disruption in some regions. Uh, like I don't know which regions, but uh, as per my knowledge, it happens. Excess heat is heats generated, and because of that, most of the service get disturbed. Okay. So This is all about this point that we say. So cooling mechanism we need to maintain over there. And we need to provide a way to internal and external customers to reach the servers. So in a data center, we can say is useless. Okay. What I can say, the data center is useless if the user cannot access it. Okay. So there are two types of user. We can say that internal user and external user. So when we talked about the internal user, there comes the employee inside the that particular organization. And when we talked about the external users, so there comes the customer who's accessing that particular service online. Okay. So when you open YouTube or Instagram, let's take the example of YouTube and Instagram. You are actually connecting to their data centers. Okay. So what we basically require to connect there, we require the high speed network, internet connectivity, and redundant links. Why we require a redundant link that we understand in the previous session. So that is generally for the backup connections. Okay. Why we require the redundant link? That is generally for the backup connection. So in case of suppose the main link or server is get down, then in that case the another server take place take over the complete all the requests just coming from the user sites. So that we already discussed. Okay. Then there comes the firewall or security service. So let's discuss one scenario. If the bank data center network fails, what will happen? So if in case of bank data center network is failed, automatically your ATM stop working. Okay. Online banking is also stopped. And what happen if we trying to do the full any kind of transaction, it will get a fail. It will show the message that your particular banking server is not responding or not available during this time. So this kind of message you can see. So connectivity must be the fast, secure, and always be available. Okay. The last point is like provide the power in appropriate capacity and time period for the IT equipment to continuously run. So we need to provide a continuous power. So this is again the backbone of the entire data center. Okay. So all we know that all equipments needed the continuous electricity. So even a few seconds of power failure can crash the system, corrupt the data, interrupt the services. Okay. So there is a power infrastructure for that one. There we have the main power supply. Or in case of main power supply get failure, though in that case we have the UPS and you can say the battery backups are there. Or if our system required a huge amount of electricity, in that case, sometimes we provide the generators. That is for the long term backup. Okay. So these are the what power infrastructure we can say that. Now let's consider a hospital system. So if power fail, the patient record unavailable. So uh, we know that this is a critical monitoring system, and that may be stopped because of power failure. So that is why the data center use the UPS, that is instant backups. We can say that, or the sometimes we use the diesel generator that is generally used for the long distribution of or long duration backup. We can say that. Okay. There are some real-time insight that we can discuss, like a company like Microsoft that maintains the multiple power backup to ensure the 24 by 7 uptime. Okay. So the power system ensures the zero downtime operations, that we can say that. Okay. So let's summarize like the data center generally is designed uh, to provide the four critical things. So the first one is a physical space to the it's generally for the host to IT equipment, this physical space we can say. Control environment when we talked about, so that must be for the safe operations. Third one is the network connectivity. Here we discuss the network connectivity for the access of that particular data centers. And the last one is what the continuous power supply. That is for the uninterrupted services. So without these things, no modern business can be functions efficiently. Okay. So what we are going to see here, if uh, uh, cooling fails but the power is available, that will the data centers work properly? No. So I will say no. Okay. If in case of cooling fails but power is available, so it won't work. Okay. So what I can say, it will fail because of the overheating since the cooling system is failed. So the all component must work together. So as a system, and then the successful system will be executed. Okay. Suppose, okay, let's forget about that example. We discuss that example once we hear more fundamental concept of this unit. So what is next? Okay. Okay, so this is what the component in data center. So here we have the IT equipment, facility equipment, and ancillary system. Okay. So this is what your database. So let's discuss these things. So now we are going to understand very important concept in data center design. That is a component in a data centers. So when we say the data centers, so many of you like they think only about the servers, but in really data center is made up of the three major components. Okay, that is what the IT equipment. Second is the facility equipment, and the third one is the ancillary or ancillary systems. Okay, so these three components together ensure that the data centers run efficiently, reliably, and continuously. Okay, so when we talk about the IT equipment, so this is what IT equipment. So let's discuss about it. That we can say that when we talk about the IT equipment, that is the, you can say, the heart of the data centers. So let's start this point. So what does it generally includes? Okay, so it includes the servers, storage devices. In previous session, we learned about the different storage devices like a SAN and NAS. Okay, okay, and then comes the network devices. So like switches and routers. So these are the components that actually process, store, and transmit the data. Okay, so just think about the platform like Netflix and Amazon. So when you like watch a movie or place any kind of order on the Amazon or Netflix, so all processing happens on a server that on servers inside a data center, so that we know that. So all this processing happens on a server that is inside a data center. Okay, now let's discuss what is, see, already we know that what is a server, storage, and switches. Okay, so this IT, if this IT equipment stops, so entire business operation will be stopped. Okay, so when we talk about the IT equipment, that is equal to brain of the data center. But the brain, we know that the brain cannot survive without the support system. Okay, so like facility equipment, that we can say the infrastructure. So this is what your facility equipment. That is what the infrastructure supports, we can say. So let's understand the second component, that is the facility equipment. Okay, so this facility equipment generally includes the power system. So when we talk about the power system, there comes the UPS and digital generators. Then next IT facility equipment is like cooling system. Okay. Uh, Also we have the facility equipment means what, racks and cabling. Next one is, we can say, the physical building infrastructure. So these are what different facility equipment. Okay. that includes in a facility equipment. So why it is needed? So generally, as we discussed earlier, that IT equipment generates the large amount of heat, and it requires the very huge power supply, and it requires the physical loads to execute that server successfully. Okay, so I hope you are aware of these things. Okay, like what generally, what is it needed, or why is it needed, you can say. So it this kind of equipment generates the heat, power demands, and physical load. So we need to support these three conditions. So imagine you are running a server rack with the 40-50 servers. Without the cooling, the temperature will be reached and the server will shut down. So without the power backup, uh, the data centers will stop in second. That we are very well aware of this. If you discuss the real world scenario, so in large company like the Google, so they use the precision cooling system. Okay, that generally maintains the temperature that strictly vary. Okay, and we have the multiple power backups like the UPS and generator over there. Okay. Now again we have, so these are the again more important components like the UPS, generator, cooling system, and different racks. Okay, so what we can say about this slide, facility equipment generally ensures the stability, reliability, and safety. Okay, the last one is what ancillary systems. So this ancillary systems. Uh, this is the third component, and that is oftenly generate that generate sorry, that is actually generate some uh, power supplies. uh, and sorry, this ancillary system protection management help us, like it is kind of third, and oftenly that is ignored, but extremely critical systems that maybe there is about of this one. Uh, this ancillary system includes the fire detection and suppression system, security systems like the CCTV, biometric access, monitoring the some different type of systems, and alarm systems also come in ancillary system. Why it is important? Since data center is a high volume environment. So that generally, since we have the sensitive data, expensive equipment, and critical services. So protection is essential in that case. So suppose a fire account in the data center, uh, and that see, as we know that water cannot be used since it is a damage the, it may be possible that water may be damage the equipment. Instead that we can have the gas based fire suspension system, uh, 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 that is we generally use. Next come the another example. Let's take the like the banking system. So only authorized person can enter the data center with the biometrics or RFI D access is generally used to access the element of the database system. Okay. Next, what we can say, the monitoring that is also comes in a auxiliary. Okay, so temperatures, sensors, power monitoring, and network monitoring. So these systems detect the problems before the failure occurs. Okay, so these are the systems that detect the problem before the failure occurs. Okay, so ancillary system may ensure that security, monitoring, and risk management. Okay. If you look at the integrated view of diagram, that generally explain us like now looks at the diagram on this slide particularly. So in this slide, data center in this slide, what we will see data center around the IT equipment, facility equipment, and ancillary systems. Okay, so these are the independent and they are interconnected. So if the IT equipment needs power, the faculty provides their numbers to there. I'm sorry. Uh, okay, so there are ancillary system. What we can say more about the ancillary system? So what we can say, these are the not independent, like all this IT equipment, facility equipment, ancillary equipment, they are interconnected. So IT equipment needs power, that is it provides. IT equipment generates the heat, and that we require the cooling must be handle it. And the entire system generally needs the protection that ancillary system we can say that. So ancillary system comes uh, in everyone's importance. So this is kind like it is ancillary system is kind of immune systems or protection for the cloud data centers. So I hope you understand this slide. Okay. Since again we are going to discuss these points like the IT equipment comes under. So here we have the core component like switches, server switches and storage. So again these things will come in repeatedly. So core component we can say server switches and storage. And you know that what is the role of server, what is the role of switches, and what is the role of what you can say storage. So that comes in IT equipment. Um, the question is what are the servers? So servers, why we can say that servers uh, is a powerful center. Okay, or the not center. We can say the server are powerful component that generally designed to run the application, handle the user request, and process data, particular data continuously. Okay, so let's take an example when you open a Google search, Netflix. So what they basically require, so you requires goes to the servers. Uh, uh, you require goes to the servers in a data center. No, sorry, not require. You whatever request you have that goes to the data center servers one by one. So there are different types of servers. We have the web server, application servers, and database servers. These servers are responsible for the computations and service delivery that we known in detail, already known in details. Next is what is the storage. So we can say different type of storage. Storage we have the file database storage. We have the different videos and backups to into that particular storage system. So when you upload the photo on Instagram, so that image is stored in the data center storage, particularly in data center storage. Okay, so there are different types of storage that we already learned. That is a SAN, NAS, and object storage. So I don't need to go in depth of this unit. Next one is what are the what we can say what are the switches. So we already very well familiar about the switches, and that is we can say this kind of switches generally help us to connect with the server storage devices and external network. Okay, so I don't think so. I don't have the more thing about this servers. Sorry, not servers. Um, this kind of switches. Okay. Mm, okay, that's it. We will discuss this virtualizations and cloud. And okay, let's discuss. So when the evolution of IT equipment happens, so the earlier days, one application can run on a single computer, and this causes the high cost, waste resources, or we can say the high power consumption also that there mentions. Okay. So we have the virtualization as a solution. So one physical server can run multiple virtual machines. So this is all about the virtual machines that we are trying to learn, communication and virtual machine. Unfortunately, today again I'm not that much feeling good to continue with this topic. So I'm stop here. Then we will discuss what is the goal of these things. Okay. Uh, let's go for the attendance. So one by one, wait for me. I can continue with your attendance. Okay. Roll number one. Please unmute yourself and say roll number only. Two.
Present, sir.
Anyone? Okay. Thank you.
Sir, roll number 4.
Roll number four.
Yes, sir.
Next.
Sir, roll number 3.
Three is also there. Done.
Roll number 6.
Six.
Roll number 7.
Okay. Wait a minute.
Roll number 8.
Seven is there. Eight is also there.
Roll number 10.
Wait a minute. रुक जा
Sir, roll
बेटे.
number 11.
Okay.
11.
रुक जा एक मिनट. रुक जाओ मेरे यहाँ पे अपडेट नहीं हो रहा है. रुक जाओ. Okay, so 9 is absent, 10 is present, roll number 11 is present, 12, 13, 14, 15,
Roll number
16. अरे क्यों चिल्ला रहे हो? 16.
Sir, roll number 15. 15 present, sir.
Mansi is present. Okay. 16, 17, 18, 19.
Sir, roll number 18.
Roll number 18, Nikita. Okay. 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24,
21.
20,
The 22 present.
21. Prathamesh is there. दूसरा भी Prathamesh is there.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
22. Hello, sir.
Okay,
Sir, roll
done
number
बेटा
22 present.
Prathamesh. Done. Deshpande ना?
Yes, sir.
Sir,
Next.
21 also present.
अरे हो गया भाई. Then 23, 24, 25.
Sir, 25.
26,
Ruturaj.
25. Ruturaj.
Sir,
I'm
24.
expecting that. 24 is also there. Raj. नाम तो सुना होगा. ठीक है कुछ. सेजल. शांभवी. शिखर. श्रेया.
Shikhar.
सुमित. शिखर है क्या?
Yes, sir. 28.
सुमित. 28 is also there. हो गया ना बेटा कितनी बार बताया? 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37,
Sir, 36
38,
present.
39, 36.
Sir,
One
34
Tanmay.
present.
Yes, sir.
34 is also there. Very good.
Sir, 38
Okay.
present.
Done. 38 हो गया. और आगे?
Sir, 39 present.
39. Harshdeep. Very good. Next.
33.
40.
33.
33. कहाँ गया था प्रज्वल? Okay, done. Who's next? हाँ ठीक ठीक. Anyone else?
Sir,
roll number 30.
एक करके. हाँ yes.
Sir, roll number 9. Sir, roll number 10.
एक मिनट वापस 9 के पास जाना पड़ेगा. 9 अथर्व.
Sir,
Okay,
roll
next.
number 1.
Yes, sir.
1.
रोल नंबर 1.
Sir, roll
इतना
number
लेट?
30.
ओके, 1 मिनट. रोल नंबर 1 के बाद रोल नंबर 30.
सर रोल
सुमित
नंबर
ना?
20.
सॉरी, रोल नंबर फिर से बोलना बेटा, सुनाई नहीं दिया.
सर 12.
12. क्या नाम है? गायकवाड़, आदित्य.
यस सर.
गुड, चलो. Who's next? 24 स्टूडेंट्स ने अटेंडेंस दिए. लेट्स सी कितने थे ज्वाइन. दैट्स फाइन. चलो कोई बात नहीं. हैव अ नाइस डे.